So welcome to Sanctuary Hills, and in this video I'm going to assume a couple of things. The first thing I'm going to assume is that you're brand new to building in Fallout 4. Number two, I'm going to assume that because you're new to building in Fallout 4, you aren't using any mods at this point. Basically just dipping your toe in the water and seeing if you like the building component of the game. So as you can see, we're here in Fallout 4, and I want to go through a couple of just very basic elements that you need to know when you're building, and hopefully it will help you. So you see we've got Codsworth with us, Dogmates with us. They'll follow us around and be a little bit annoying, but anyway, that's alright, that's what they do, that's their job. Before we get started, let's talk about a few resources we have on the channel for you to have a look at if you need. Unlock Your Creativity. We had this segment up and running last year on the channel. It's highly successful, and what Unlock Your Creativity is all about is really to give you ideas on building, how to build, a whole lot of things, things like building on hills, how to use prefabs, all kinds of stuff. I think it will help you. It generates ideas for new settlements, all kinds of stuff. So I think it would help you to have a look at that playlist on the channel. And the second thing I would recommend you also look at is Quick Builds. Quick Builds is a series of very small builds that will take about 5 to 7 minutes to build, little projects to get you started, and it just gets you into the flow of building things for your settlement. So take a look at both of those segments. I think they will really help you to get your head around how the building in Fallout 4 works. So let's get into the build menu, and the first thing I will say is if you're not running mods, your build menu will load fairly quickly. If you're running mods, it might take longer, and also as you build, the more you build, the longer it will take to render everything in the game. So the build menu for me at the moment is virtually instant, which never happens. Now, a few things for you to understand. So one of the first settlements that people build in is Sanctuary Hills, and it's basically the first place they come to after they come out the vault. The vault's up on the hill there, and this is a very popular spot for a lot of people to start building. One of the things for you to do is run around and scrap as much as possible in your settlement, and because this will give you components. Now you see I just hovered over that and it told me exactly what it's going to give me. So if I scrap this, you can see it's going to give me 6 steel. So just run around, scrap whatever you need. At this point I haven't scrapped a great deal. I've probably taken the tires out and whatnot, but not a great deal has been scrapped. Now you would have noticed that some items are yellow and some items are green when you're in the build menu. The main difference between both those items, the yellow items you can't do anything with. The only thing you can do is scrap them. Ooh, blowfly, hate blowflies, get rid of him. The green items you can actually repurpose and use, things like chairs, stools, etc, etc. So just so you understand the difference between both of those. In the top right hand corner you will see there is a little bar next to the happiness bar which says size, and that is alluding to the fact that there is a build limit on every settlement that you build. The more that you build, the more that will fill up. So you can see there is a limit to what you can do, and I haven't done a heck of a lot. I will show you what I've done. I've put that turret in there. I've done a little bit of modification to this house here. and that's about all I've done building wise, and yet that's quite big. I'm surprised how large that actually is. It shouldn't be that large. So there is a trick that you can do where you let's just see if I've got how many weapons I've got. I may have to go to, there we go, we can I may have to go and either speak to one of my companions and get some weapons from them. See if there's anything in the workbench. Yep. So one of the things that you can do is grab a whole lot of weapons and find a clean spot. And go into your Pip-Boy and drop those weapons. Just like that. Now, go into your build menu, like this. Now keep an eye on that bar up in the top right, and what you need to do is store these. Yep. And you can see it actually reduces the build limit down for you. We'll do that one more time. We're going to grab these weapons back, all this stuff. Come over to a clean space so that you don't lose any weapons. Into the build menu. Sorry, into your Pip-Boy, I beg your pardon. Drop these weapons. So drop, 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 and so on and so forth. And the more weapons that you have, the quicker this will happen. Then go into your build menu. And you must store them. Do not scrap them or this won't work. There you go. And you'll see your physically your build limit will reduce. There we go. So there's a little trick. There's a little trick for you with regards to build limit. You can see in the workshop that I have all kinds of things here, and if you go in here it will tell you what each of these will give you and how many it will give you. So you can see, for instance, with where was it? So for an antique globe you're going to get 2 cork, 2 plastic and a screw. And so you can go through these. You can actually sort these using, if you look down in the bottom right, it says LS for sort. So you can sort these in different orders. And I usually have it by alphabetical. Okay. One of the big things when you are building is a build order, and it's going to be one of a very big key thing for you to understand. Build order basically alludes to the fact that certain things that you're going to build will only work in a certain order, and this is the key for you to understand how things fit together. Because sometimes when you're building in certain areas, certain things won't fit with other things. And see if now here is an important point. You have 2 options in your menu. You have B for store, this is Xbox One, and X for scrap. If you scrap the materials, it will become available to all your settlements, and you can link all your settlements together. If you store, the item will only be available in that particular settlement that you store it in. So that's a distinction between scrapping or storing. Now, one of the big things that you're going to find, you're going to need when you're first building in any settlement. Let's see if we can find an area where this is going to turn red. Okay. So there we go. See how that's red and it's green there. So say you want to block up that window there, like that. Oh, well, how am I going to do that? Because I want to put it there. I don't want it to go there because there's a gap there. How do I do that? So I have a fairly extensive tutorial on pillar glitching. However, I'll quickly show you. Now, you're going to need some materials to do this. You're going to need some cement from somewhere. Pillar will be your friend. Get it as close as possible. Press and hold your select button and it will select everything. See that? And now, hopefully, you can actually get this closer now. It does take a lot of patience when you're building. There you go. Almost had it. And you will see now there is no gap. That's flush to the wall. So check out the pillar glitching video. If you don't like the way it looks, you just pull it out just like that. I'm going to store that. So hopefully this video has been useful for you. A few things that you need to consider when you're first starting building. A few things that you need to be aware of. I do have a number of videos on the channel that will help you. If you want to use mods, I will leave a link above about now on some of the key mods that I would suggest you need just to start your building. They're not actually items, they're to help you build. And thanks for watching this particular segment. As ever, if you've got any questions or suggestions for further segments, let me know. And we'll see you next time on Gaming for XP. See ya!